Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Friday, October 25th at 1:15 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Time. Now, I, the main story for today is a bit of a rehash over uh, something that's happened over the last, 2.5 days. 2.5 days. And, excuse me, on October 22nd, uh, seeing as how the Wall Street Journal cut me off, and I like the Daily Telegraph, which is a British newspaper, that has a political slant that is compatible with mine, and I've always been very interested in life in United Kingdom and their politics and just their attitudes in general. Um, I thought, well, I'll I'll subscribe to the digital edition of the Daily Telegraph. And when I'd first gotten this machine a year or so ago, year or so ago now, I had I had looked at their website for well over a month and a half, and then all of a sudden it says, "Oh, you've read your allotted number of articles." Well, I mean, they said the allotted number of articles then was 20, but it turns out it's down to 10 now per month. And okay, well, and there was some ridiculous amount of money they wanted. Leaving aside the foreign currency transaction. Well, you can do that on a credit card, but there's always a commission and stuff. But it would have been like $200 or more a year. Well, that ain't going to happen. That wasn't going to happen. So and then I got involved with the Wall Street Journal, and that was fine for a year. And so anyway, so I went back to the website, and indeed, after I had looked at my allotted number of articles, now I'd tried to do my workaround. I had talked about a website paywall workaround here a few days back, and that seemed to work quite merrily. And but eventually, they said I'd used my 10 articles for the month. Well, the paywall worked for many more than 10 articles, but I guess they've figured out a way to catch people on that now. So there's a little data point for people if they're interested. Um, so I said it was only going to be, basically £2 a month. Okay, which that's like 360, 370 a month. Okay, that's fine. I 12 cents a day. I get 12 cents a day's worth of fun out of looking at the Daily Telegraph. That's fair enough. So I subscribed, and it was fairly straightforward to do that the first time through. Now it took about 3 times through their website, But it finally got squared away. Well, it was only after I had done the £2 a month deal did I see the offer for £20 a year deal. Well, that's £4 less over the course of a year. And of course, we're not talking about just £4. We're talking about, there's going to be tack-ons here because that's a foreign currency transaction on a credit card. So just to keep things simple, that's a savings of $8 to $10 a year. Well, hell, that's a savings of $10. So I said, I sent them an email that said, is there any way I can no, I said about 2 hours ago, I signed up for the Webpack International digital subscription to the Daily Telegraph. I would prefer to pay annually the £20 per annum rate rather than the £2 per month rate. Would you be kind enough to make that change for me? It was a real bear negotiating your various windows to get this much done. Thank you. Joe Kersey. Almost instantaneously, I got back an email. Thank you for your email. We will be in contact with you as soon as possible. Fair enough. Well, then, after they had thought about it, they said, in order to switch from a monthly to an annual subscription, you would first need to cancel your current subscription. To cancel, log into your account at telegraph.co.uk using your email address and password. You should then click on subscriptions and you will be given the option to cancel. Well, good luck finding subscriptions when you log in. More of that anon. You will still have access to your subscription up until date. Up until date of what? Now, there's a free trial with this, but specify the date, guys, at which point you will then be able to resubscribe by logging into your account using your email address and password. You should then click subscribe in the top right-hand corner of the screen, and it is here that you will be able to choose the £20 a year option. For more information, Okay, fair enough. So later that day, figuring I'd give a chance for the computers up over there in London to get themselves squared away, later in the day, I've indeed tried what I just read you, and to no avail. I tried the instructions in the latest email reply from customer service today, and I was not able to resubscribe. I kept getting told, after I'd canceled my subscription as advised, that I already had a subscription when I tried to resubscribe at the £20 per annum rate. This will soon approach the level of beyond frustrating. Would you please help? Thank you. And then shortly thereafter, thank you for contacting the Telegraph. Regarding your inquiry, I can now confirm your account with us has been made inactive. Now, this was fairly fast on their part. No, it was a day. It took a day. But that's okay. At least this message had hope. I can confirm your account with us has been made inactive, and you can now resubscribe to the preferred subscription and payment plan best suited to you. If you need any more help, contact us. Fine. Well, then later, about 8 hours later, shortly after midnight here, Eastern time, I tried. Well, here's what happened. You can discern it from this message I sent. This is turning into a catch-22 situation. I tried to read an article off of your homepage and was told I had exceeded my limit. Fine, I thought. Now I can resubscribe according to the email you sent me earlier today. I thought things were working out well. I tried, and after some effort, some effort's a bit of an understatement here, guys. We were trapped in the round and around and around stuff again. I tried, and after some effort, found the section for international subscribers, but I keep getting turfed off. Any advice, or should I just give up? It started to exceed the monetary value of my time. Well, I no longer charge $160 an hour. So let's say $10 an hour. At this point, it's starting to exceed the monetary value of my time. Well, I'll tell you, these people they're anything if not helpful. So this this woman named, well, I won't give you her name, but she's obviously, diligent. She's persistent. I admire persistence. About, let's see, this was about separated again by about 8 hours. We have these sort of 8-hour intervals between interactions. Further to your inquiry, in order to resubscribe, please log on to the Telegraph website with your email address. Then select subscribe at the top of the screen. You should then be looking at the 3 main subscriber options: mobile pack, digital pack, print pack. That was Paul. Just underneath the options of log out, subscribe my account, in the black bar at the top, there's the wording UK subscriptions with a little black drop-down arrow next to it. Well, see, this is what had been confusing me. When I see things as UK subscriptions with a drop-down arrow, I assume the drop-down arrow means that's what's there and that's it. It doesn't say, click here to select options. Turns out if you do click that arrow, one of them is international subscriptions. Oh, well, that was a blow for freedom. I would recommend that you select that and change it to international subscription. This will leave you with 2 subscription offers: mobile pack and digital pack. Then talks about then you select the payment plan, and then in the country section, you select the United States rather than the United Kingdom. So you'll then be able to make a successful payment. Okay, then enter your credit card. Okay. If there's any problem, don't hesitate to contact us. Well, I tried all that after a suitable amount of waiting. And again, in hopes that the computer systems would integrate all of the system administrators' changes. And so then, today, at 10 o'clock this morning, I sent them. This was close. But at the end, when I get to 3, payment and confirmation, it says I already have a prescription which you folks canceled for me yesterday, and will not let me proceed. All of my other information was already present and correct. Would it be easier for me to go to AAA and get a 20-pound traveler's check and mail it to you, along with a letter giving my details? Not for me, certainly, and not for you all, probably, but I do like the Telegraph, and the Wall Street Journal has priced me out of their product. Thanks again for fighting the good fight here, jokers. Well, that wasn't 10 a.m. our time. That was 5 a.m. our time, because they're listing this as British time replies. So anyway, 5 hours later, she replies. Paul's over there on his computer, by the way. Those are the adventitious sounds you're hearing while I'm making a video. Okay, so then she says, thank you for your patience during this investigation. I can confirm I have spoken to my supervisor, and we have decided to make your currently monthly Webpack subscription active so you can log in with your chosen email and password to enjoy access to the website and mobile apps. Well, I don't give a daggone about the mobile apps. This free trial will then end on 22 November. Then you can resubscribe at the 20-pound annual rate. And then she's giving a little boost to her, how accommodating they've been. In a sense, we are then giving you 13 months access, but you're only paying £20 when you resubscribe. Should require any further assistance. Well, I mean, they've, I'll, I'll give them a pass on that little self-congratulatory tone in that last little communication. Then, dear Ms., thank you for all your efforts. So she says, thank you for all your patience. And thank you for all your efforts. I've just clicked through 15 articles from the website and have not been shut out. So until anon, or until 22 November 2013, when I shall try to do as you have advised. So there the story stands, and there I think it shall mercifully end today. So bye-bye, YouTubers.